What's up, guys? So it is Sunday. The Sunday actually before Christmas. Oh, I'm hoping everybody's holiday is exactly what they want it to be, and you all are truly blessed on your holiday, and you're spending your time with your family and your friends, and you're just having a wonderful time. That's what I hope for everyone. I want your Christmas and your holidays to be blessed, and for the new year, I wish you all many blessings. Sound like I'm ending a vlog here. I'm not. Just beginning it. But so I'm here by myself. My son and my grandson are not here with me and have not been all night. So I guess they had play dates that ran over, I guess. My daughter just came and we ran to Denny's because she said she didn't feel like cooking, and I don't either. I actually need to clean up this kitchen. I'm reorganizing my cabinets. I redid my closet. I got to do this bathroom, and I've already done this bathroom. I was trying to make room in the closets, but I don't have any room to make. So I think what I'm going to do after the holidays is go out and find me an armoire, because I'm going to need one. Yeah. Let me eat my food, y'all. I went to Starbucks too. And what did I get from Denny's? I got some pancakes and some eggs with spinach, 2 pieces of bacon, and some hash brown. So I'm going to eat my breakfast before it gets cold. I got some upcoming changes that's going to be happening soon. Some new exciting things that's about to happen. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. One of the things that I want to do, because my daughter, let me just explain my kids before I say what I'm going to say, because I had to stop myself. I have a very close bond with my daughter. And it's because we're the only 2 females in the family. It was Shane and then the 3 boys. But I also think that the bond that I have with my daughter is because of the lack of with my mother. I always wanted to have a really tight mother and daughter bond with my mom, and I didn't have that. And let me eat, because I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back. So let me turn this down. Alright, so finish cleaning my kitchen. I just gotta put these dishes away. And then, y'all, these delivery trucks ain't joking out here. I done seen UPS and Amazon. I think that was DHL. These delivery trucks on the move. But so I clean the kitchen. I gotta do this bathroom in here. I'm still home alone, but you know, again, that's okay. I like me. I like spending time with me. Me and Pandora. I can't wait till the first of the year so I can get rid of this couch and this table and get me a new bedroom set. Yeah, I'm gonna get me a new bedroom set, and I'm gonna put that bedroom set in this bedroom right here. So I'm excited for the New Year's, guys. I'm not making any New Year's resolution because I just don't make New Year's resolutions. I don't like to break promises to other people, so I darn sure don't want to break a promise to myself. I know I left off earlier starting to talk about the relationship between me and my daughter and why I treasure that relationship, because I didn't have it with my mother, and I didn't want to get too deep or too emotional, so I kind of cut it. What I do understand is, let me put y'all right here. What I do understand is everybody does not successfully get over childhood trauma. When you go through childhood trauma or anything negative in your childhood, it can cultivate the person you are. And some people don't overcome that. We have people like 60 years old talking about, well, when I was 8, so they still haven't worked their way through it. I hate when people say, you haven't gotten over that moment. You don't get over that moment. You work your way through that moment. I remember when I was at my worst, when I was dealing with a lot of hurt and pain, and it evolved into anger. And I would tell people, I don't like that. I was done like this, and I don't like that. I left home at 16, and nobody looked for me, and nobody cared. And I would hear, you need to get over that. You don't get over stuff like that. You don't get over it. You work your way through it. And the way I worked my way through my childhood pain and trauma is I wound up praying about it. I was like, God, help me understand what's going on with me. I want to be a better person, but I can't figure out how to be a better person. I can't figure out how to be a better me because I don't know what's wrong with me. And all of a sudden, I started understanding that there was a lot of things in my childhood that I was still so angry about. I remember my stepfather has now passed. And y'all normally don't call him my stepfather. He used to say the man my mom was married to. He has since passed. He's been gone since 2016. And because of what I went through with him, when I got older, I would purposely provoke him into an argument so I could cuss him out. And then I realized, well, how's that resolving your inner issues? That's not resolving it. I remember when he passed, my prayer was, Lord, don't let him near me. Don't let him, reach out in my dreams. I don't want to hear from this man. I want him away from me. Create a barrier so that he cannot come near me. And there was a couple of dreams I had where I actually sensed him, but it was something like a line or something that he couldn't cross. Like he kept trying to come to me, but he could not get near me. And I would wake up and say, thank you, God, because I just didn't want him near me. I believe in life after death. I believe that our bodies are just a shield, and when we die, our spirit lives, transitions. And working in the hospital and having the nurses tell me about people that have passed and come back, yeah, that reinforced my belief. So when he passed, I was like, I don't want him near me. I don't want him talking to me. I don't want him coming near me. I don't want him explaining nothing. I just want him away from me. It took me several years to get over the abuse that I endured from him. I don't want him explaining nothing to me in his afterlife. I don't want him, and just let him know I forgive him and leave me alone. And I remember when he passed, he came to my daughter. And my daughter said, Mom, I saw, because they call him Granddad. She was like, I saw Granddad in my dreams, and he was just standing there looking at me. And we were in front of the old house in Richmond. And she said he was just standing there. And she said, I looked over at him and said, you okay? And he said, well, it is what it is. I said, well, he came to you because I told him he came. I forbid him to come to me. I did not give him permission. I don't want him nowhere near me. So going through that whole thing, first of all, I don't know how we got off the track on that, but going through that whole thing, at first I blamed my mom because I was like, I'm your child. Why did you unleash this man on me? Then I started saying, well, she couldn't save herself. She couldn't save her kids. Then I said, wait a minute. It had to be something in her childhood that made her think that that was okay. And not to go into my mom's backstory, but there was a lot of childhood stuff she dealt with that she never addressed. So it manifested itself and into a situation that affected her children. And if I didn't fight hard not to be like my mom, because I rebelled, anything that was remotely like my mother, I did not want to be it. I did not want to be nothing like my mother. And that's a shame to say, but that's the truth. If somebody said, well, you're supposed to be submissive to your man, I'm like, nope, I'm not being submissive. I'm not going to be submissive to no man. I didn't see what submissive do. I'm not going to do that. Not understanding that my mom wasn't submissive. She submitted. It's a difference between being submissive and just submit. And my mother just submitted to the behavior, to the disrespect, to the outside kids, to the mistresses knocking on the door, to the physical abuse, to the mental abuse, to the emotional abuse. She just submitted to it. And I needed to understand that there was a difference between submitting and being submissive. And because I didn't know the difference, and I didn't want to be like my mom, I could demasculate a man in 2.5 seconds. It was just that quick. I didn't care I would infuriate a man, and I would say stuff like, if you never hit a woman, I'm gonna make you so mad you gonna forget you never hit one. And that was just a lot of pain and hurt. And I would lash out at men. And I remember when I was with my first love, not my true love, but my first love from high school. Oh wow, he was, oh my God. I looked up one day, I was like, I'm in a relationship like my mom. I don't like this. I don't want to do it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like my first love, and y'all, this is going to be a story time for later, but my first love was on drugs real bad. He was abusive and he was a cheater. And I looked up and said, no way. I am teaching my children that this is the way, and I refuse to. So I didn't leave my first love because I wanted to. I left him because I had to, because I didn't want my life to resemble my mom's life. And I think the same-sex parent is the strongest parent and the strongest impression you will have on cultivating you as an adult. And all I knew is I didn't want to be nothing like what I saw. I mean, I never forget one of his mistresses came to the door, knocked on the door, and asked for him. And I'm like, and this was after I had my first child. They had a kid together, and she came over to the house. And I was like, push her down, push her off the porch. Like, she shouldn't be comfortable enough to knock on your door. Like, something is not right about this. This should not be right. I didn't understand how she was okay with the behavior. But there was a backstory. And once I started discovering the backstory and understanding her backstory, I understood. But it took me a lot to be able to understand and forgive. Growing up with a lot of pain, it manifests itself into a lot of hurt. And then sometimes you redirect that hurt at the people that you feel hurt you. But this is what I told my daughter. And this is what I had to teach myself. If you're relying on the person that hurt you to heal you, you're always going to be hurt. Always. If you're relying on the person that hurt you to say, I'm sorry for hurting you, they may not know they hurt you. And if they do, they may not have cared because they're hurting, so they need to take their power from somebody. And guess what? You were the subject of that. So I had to learn to forgive a lot of people around me and then disconnect. And this is another thing. Because you forgive somebody on me, you have to be in their life. You can forgive somebody and just be like, I'm done with you. I don't want to have to keep forgiving you over and over and over again because you are who you are. You're going to do what you're going to do, so let me remove myself from you so I can forgive you, live in peace, and not keep putting up with your shenanigans. I have cousins right now that I don't deal with at all because of how disrespectful they are and have been and how inappropriate they have been. So I just don't deal with them at all. Now, there's no love lost. They're my cousins. They're my first cousin, and I still love them. I just don't want to deal with them. If I forgive you this time, I'm going to have to forgive you the next time. If I forgive you the next time, I'm going to have to forgive you the next time. If I forgive you the next time, I'm going to have to forgive you the next time. You know why? Because you are who you are. So now it's up to me to understand you are who you are and adjust myself so I won't be subjected to you being who you are. Yeah, I said that right. That's right. I just realized not too long ago there's still a lot of unresolved issues that I have with my mom because she is a female and I did want a close relationship with her, and I know she wants a close relationship with me, but I don't feel a connection. And I remember one time me and her, this was a long time ago before I moved to California, we were on the phone and she said, oh, I tell my friends all the time, my daughter's strong. I have a strong daughter. My daughter is strong because of me. And I said, Mom, no, that's not true. I'm strong in spite of you. I'm strong because I watched you and I know what not to do. And I didn't want to be a legacy to the dysfunction that I saw. I didn't want that for my life. I didn't know how to change it, but I knew I didn't want it. So I had to take baby steps to figure out what wasn't right, understand what wasn't right, and to try to redirect myself onto the right path. And that took a lot of prayer, y'all. A lot of prayer, sitting in the closet, crying, frustrated, and understanding that I am now in control. Y'all, I'll talk to y'all later. This is getting kind of deep. But I'm going to give y'all a story time about my first love. Y'all, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be something. Because Yeah, living with somebody that's on crack, we're going to talk about that. But I'll talk to y'all later.